we all know that from the little that we have understood of the Indus Valley civilization, that in the last 60 to 80 years of its existence, something happened. And a civilization that inhabited about 2/3 of today's India just disappeared. And there are enough accounts of these things. And this is a civilization like the Mesopotamian or the Sumerian or even the Egyptian, which deified water. They respected water. We know that in the Babylonian civilization, they even had the equivalents of water managers. And Pankaj Bhai is writing about how, and you all read it on the chat box, what he has said. So there are lessons, but then we are perhaps condemned to be repeating history.
The key point is that what you're saying is not science. Science is required, technology, which is the fix, and therefore the solutions. But what you said is that this is a journey. I think that the message is about the journey. Why I'm interested is, how did you get this journey part of it into the restoration DPR? Because otherwise, I know the fixes would come, but the journey will not. That's why I want to know what is that. The second aspect is that we quite realize the heart of the matter is the pattern of consumption that we are doing, right? If that be so, is it that we just talk with the regulator vis-a-vis the citizen, or we envelop a wider community, especially the industry? Somebody was asking, is there a green toothpaste? All those things I think is what is the reaction? The third part is that what is the impact on the minds of the people downstream?
These are a couple of questions, but I will try to answer. The journey started when we actually did, like Gurdas Nulkar, we did the very inclusive ecological societies course for natural resource management, sustainable natural resource management, where like-minded people came together. And when we realized, when you understand the nature and the nature ecosystem, you start looking at the issues, problems, and the solutions towards it. So such like-minded people, actually, we came together because there was one thing very certain, that the urbans are the biggest polluters. Urbans are the impactors. Urbans are the basic nuisance creators. So why not start this program, what we started this journey as, into the urban areas? There are a lot of NGOs working into the rural areas, small. Urban dimension is very different because it's multi-level problems, multi-dimensional problems, and the stakeholders also are different. For Bangalore cities, crowd from Indira Nagar may behave differently from the downtown of Bangalore. It's the same for each and every city. So understanding that nerve, what exactly is what will connect people to the river, was the journey. And that's why I mentioned it as a journey. That's one. Then bringing that outreach to the industrialist, actually a lot has been done, because in 2010, a resolution or a rule has come to actually control the phosphates in all detergent, because the culprit is the detergent. Detergent is in everything, right from your toothpaste to whatever foams has a detergent, it has phosphates. So controlling the phosphate was the key factor. That has to go into the industry. Industry has been actually been given the orders to control the phosphates, but who will implement and execute? And that's what my question was, that it has to be implemented and executed by the local governing bodies, which is not happening. It has to be there. There has to be some start. And if you know about the Japan's lake, Yucca Lake, where they started the same campaign, they started making soap. The bakery person actually started creating this soap. She used to go to the shop every day morning and used to see the same potable water, which used to be once upon in her childhood, is getting foam fathom over the lake and which is not potable. She started this campaign. The mayor picked up the FMCG or fast moving goods onto the shelf, which were there, were replaced because of the efforts by the mayor. So there has to be a continued, and that's the journey which I was trying to tell you into my presentation, that the journey has started. Now the civic body is listening, the administrators are listening, how to get it penetrated into the minds of the people, because the system really doesn't know all these things. So these are a couple of things which I have tried to answer.
The beneficiaries, madam, are those who are downstream.
Downstream, yes. We
What
are also
is the
getting
reaction there?
Beneficiaries. They are not actually the beneficiaries, they are the sufferers. They are maximum sufferers. If you go to the Ujjini Dam, you see that each and every household has a waterborne disease. The cattle into their fields is becoming infertile because of the soil and the water which they drink. Every fisherman has a skin disease. More than 1,35,000 population is directly getting impacted because of the pollution of Mura and Mutha into the Ujni area. But the voices are not heard, and ideally the urban should become their voices.